I see that you found me in this channel, so welcome to the party. Here we have the RGM S, I recall, GM Spartan. Ah, just kidding. It's a GM Hoplite, as you can see. A variant or rendition of the GM Spartan line, used in ground forces only, so Federation ground forces. It's pretty cool. I enjoyed making this one. Most of these GM Hoplites are utilized in small platoon sizes, 3 or 4 units at a time, patrolling the battlefield, taking ambushes in the desert, or just doing a defensive posture on facilities. These are all ground forces GM Spartan variants. They're not going to be in space. The way their setup is, with their mostly melee defensive combat, they can still utilize their guns, but these are mostly small platoon sizes that are utilizing small unit tactics by themselves on the battlefield, usually for medium to long durations without proper backup. The GM Hoplite's loadout includes a long trident spear, not akin to the original Hoplites, but why not, right? Find something good. I found this one on the entry grade, original Gundam. I was like, I can use this, and I realized that for the Hoplite, it was perfect for me. I think I painted it a little bit wrong, but I don't really care. Try to find a good shield. The Hoplite shield originally was a very large shield. I think the word Hoplite meant shield, something like that in Greek, but I used something small here, I think from a Leo, until I found a bigger one, but too late. Once you paint it and put some decals, it's like, cool, that's mine, and I enjoyed making this like a light GM Hoplite. So it's gonna have a small shield, round shield, and just be light of foot, and just on the ground, doing some tactics. And it's got its gladius for close quarters when they get too close for the spear, but just close enough for some stabby stabs. And then the last weapon it's got is the or offensive or defensive weapon is the Gatling rifle. It can just suppress the enemy pretty good, or it can just lay down some cover fire, or just go in guns blazing and right up close. It can do a lot of work with that machine gun. Just tear up the forest or tear up some sand dunes, whichever is in the way, right? Aside from the standard loadout of the GM Hoplite, they do have some sub-features that are not used too often, but in a pinch they are useful if they're applicable or even available. On the front left breast, it does have a pre-mounted machine gun that is available like most of the other GM Gundam ground types and other mechanized mobile suits. It is attached, unlike the GM Spartan. It does have, if available, and the power output is applied properly, those 3 beam sabers on the bottom right at the hip are available, but most Hoplites do not get those for power saving, since they have so much going on their on each unit that sometimes those are just not even really available to use. Just like the Dom with its light emitter on its chest or its torso. Aside from that, it does come with an extra light on the top left collar. This is a cool GM I thought of. I don't think anyone's done something like this yet. I did look up. I saw one, but I did my own way with the old Greek armored hoplite look with like that dirt tanned white with a little bit of gold and then some red, and that was really where I went with this. It's my own version. I loved making this. I think I put it together 2024 for sure. A lot of little pieces like on the edge of the shoulder pauldrons, or the skirt, the front skirt or back skirt, and the back of the head. I actually have little pieces I used from the runners to make it feel like a Greco armored skirt kind of used to have back in the day. Not 1-to-1, but my own version. I feel like this was pretty cool to make. I love doing this kind of stuff. I got more stuff akin to this, and I hope you guys like it. You can just jump on board and see what else is coming down the pipe, because if you watch the rest of the videos, you'll find some pretty cool
pretty cool customs that no one else has done yet. Whether it's in the Gundam universe, Universal Century, or if it's in like, the G.I. Joe, or Call of Duty, or Half-Life, or, I got some Star Wars stuff for sure. Or my own kind of just customs of my own stuff. But come on by. I think you'll enjoy some more videos. Definitely subscribe.
And we'll see y'all next time. The affiliate videos or relative items you may like from this channel will be on the screen now. And see you next time. Bye for now.